Hey guys, it's KJ48 and welcome back to my 7 Days to Die Let's Play. This is Season 1, Part 5. I just had to find my little card there. And I don't remember what I was doing when I last played, so let's take a look really quick and see what we got going on here. Alright. Okay, it's the morning. Alright, so let's take a look. Oh, yeah, I think we're okay down here. Yeah, we've boarded up everything. Alright, yeah, okay. So, I am thinking I'm going to want to go get some materials. Yeah, as you can see, right, yeah, I was getting all ready to go out and scavenge. And where I'm going to go is I'm going to go all the way down south right here to this area right here. And in that area, I'm going to be able to scavenge for, you know, materials and mostly scrap metal, explosive barrels for mining. And forget what else I get down there. I'm gonna get a lot down there, so we're all ready to go. So let's get going. Should have a ladder out here. All right, let's get going. Now I've been playing a lot of this on the multiplayer server that I run. We usually start it over every once in a while. So this world is a little bit mixed up for me. I'm not quite sure what I've done here and what I haven't. But it's starting to come back to me. Honestly, what I should have done, and what I normally do is, I'll watch the last video before I start playing. Like, I should have watched part 4, at least skim through it and see where I was, maybe watch the end of it. But I forgot to do it, so no big deal. So yeah, they're talking about an Alpha 1.1 release, which is going to do some things here and there. I don't quite remember exactly what. But yeah, they're talking about a new release for Alpha 1, so it should be pretty interesting. I think I remember reading something about about improved multiplayer support, letting you have more than 4 people on a server like this. So we'll see how that goes. I have to decide what I want to do in this game. Now there's two choices I have to make for the way I want to build and where I want to build my main base. I could either go out in the woods and build a stronghold out in the woods, or I can secure this town. And to tell you the truth, I'm really kind of torn on which way I want to go with this. Going out in the woods is pretty cool because it's not really as... the woods is kind of like... They don't have the amount of zombies in the woods that they have in town. This town right here should have, I mean, I'm assuming that's the way it works. I always seem to have more zombies when I'm in town. So I'm thinking that the towns, like this little neighborhood right here, is going to be, oh god, I'm going the wrong way. There's going to be more populated than, you know, if I build out in the middle of the woods. Now, there's good and bad points to that. Obviously, the good point is it's a lot easier. But the bad point is it gets a little, like, I don't know, boring. Like, the AI is really weird on this game. Sometimes I'll have, like, real crazy zombie hordes, and sometimes there won't be barely any zombies at all. And I want the game to be challenging without being overwhelming. Now, the cool thing about building in the city also is I already have houses, you know, so I could just kind of wall off. Oh, back up. I can kind of, like, wall off areas in the house and kind of defend myself that way. Yeah, I'm not really sure how I want to do it. Although there is something to be said about building out in the woods and making your own base. I think I'm going to build in the city. That's kind of the way I've been leaning. And I think I'm just going to go with that. And maybe for Season 2, I will build, you know, a base out in the woods. And I am going to be doing many seasons of this because this game is going to be having major update after major update. It's going to be a lot like Minecraft, where in order to really take advantage of the game, you kind of want to, you know, start a new world, you know. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna have to start a new world, but I probably will. And you know, as I have less and less to talk about, because like right now I have stuff to talk about because I haven't made a lot of videos of this game yet. Well, relatively speaking, I haven't made a lot of videos of it yet. There will be a time where I won't have as much to talk about, and those videos will have more of this stuff cut out. Like this traveling right here, I would probably cut this out if I didn't have something to talk about. Let's hit up this house. This house usually has a safe in it. Upstairs. Let's just kind of get through here quickly. I really don't want to shoot the zombies because then that just alerts more zombies. Okay. I also have a decision to make as far as farming goes. You can farm in this game, but it seems a bit OP at the moment. So I got to decide on whether I want to farm or not, or scavenge for my food. I guess I'm gonna farm, but I'm gonna keep the farm really small. Yeah, because eventually, you know, you're gonna have to do a lot of scavenging to get enough food to survive on, and again, that's more boring stuff that I don't think people really want to see. Let me go ahead and eat here. Alright, now we just passed like a nuclear zone, I guess. That's where nuclear fallout happened or whatever. Or forest fires, I don't know, something happened. This is the desert zone, and there's a lot of interesting things in the desert. You have these plants right here that I just picked up, which are called, where'd it go? Plant aloe. And you could use plant aloe to make aloe cream, and you can use aloe cream to make bandages. Now, if you're just playing the regular game, you can't make the aloe cream yet, I've been told. So that's, you know, just be aware of that. If you don't see the option to make the aloe cream, it's because the recipe's not in the game yet. In the game, it's kind of in the game, but I don't know why it's not totally in the game. Basically, what I did was I downloaded an XML file from someone that was a recipe list, and that's why I can make some of the recipes that maybe normal people can't make. So I'm not really sure why it's not in the game, but I know it's planned for the game, so I just went ahead and downloaded it. Now this is a nice little area right here, and the first thing I'm going to do is clear the zombies. And this is a nice little area because there's a lot of loot here. As a matter of fact, sleeping bags are really important. I don't care about flashlights. Okay, sleeping bag. Let's go ahead and loot this place up. And by the way, I do know you can loot the zombies, but they rarely have anything. And when they do, it's not even that big of a deal. So we're going to cut this down. And the reason we're going to cut this down is because when you cut this down, you get cloth fragments. Would a pickaxe work better on this? I think so. Yeah, there we go. One shot. We are kind of in a hurry. I do need to get to that. I need to get to my destination at a reasonable time because I will be making fortifications there. The fortifications won't take that long. There's one stairway I need to break out. I should probably make a sledgehammer soon because the stairway's stone and sledgehammer seems to work pretty decent on stone. Plus, I could always use a sledgehammer as a melee weapon. A lot of people say the sledgehammer is really good, but I don't know. It doesn't seem any better than any other melee weapon. The nice thing about them is they're quiet. I do know in the 1.2 or 2.0, I don't remember which one it is, but when they do the next big alpha update, they are going to put crossbows in the game, which will be really nice. I'd like to have an easy, quick way to kill the zombies without alerting other zombies in the area. Alright. Alright, let me see what we got here. Alright, I'm going to loot up this camp, and then I'm going to head south to this area right here. If there's any loot options in between on this road, I will cut back. But if there's nothing in the area, I'm just going to go to that camp because I don't really have much else to say here, and this is going to be boring just watching me loot and walk around. So I'll see you at the base. Okay, I'm just coming back for a second because, hold on, let me clear out some zombies really quick. Because there's another plant here that's a little darker, and when you pick that up, that is called a yucca plant. And if you put the yucca plant in the crafting table, you get these yucca fibers. And the yucca fibers are used for TNT, so that's something important that you're definitely going to want to keep an eye out for. Okay, I'm back, and we're coming up on a destination, but we're also coming up on an area here. By the way, there's a camp right there, but it's getting pretty late in the day and I really don't have time to go explore it. But if you look on the map right here, there's a little star, and those little stars represent areas you can spawn, and it's always a good area to loot. So I'm gonna cut back to loot that area because like the spawn locations are usually filled up with some pretty decent stuff to get you started in the game. So let's see what we get over here. It should be a car and a bag or a purse or something. Yeah, here we go. Here's the car. Nothing. And a bag. Got some food and medicine. A corpse. And another bag. Alright. So as you can see right there, that's the compound we're going to be going to. And it's pretty late in the day, so I'm not even going to do any looting. I'm just going to go in and I'm going to set up my fortifications. Now, I'm going to need some more ladders. I really don't have a lot of room in my inventory, but we can do some things to help that. Let's see, make some there, that. Oh, Jesus. Alright, we're not really safe here. Let's get inside first, at least in the compound. There's going to be a lot of zombies in the compound. Maybe we should organize out here. This isn't good. Alright, hold on, I gotta concentrate here. Plant aloe. Okay. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a ladder. There it is. Okay. And I'll show you how I like to set up in here. Right there is where I like to put my ladder. You gonna jump? Alright, right here is where I like to put my ladder. And remember, zombies cannot climb ladders. Although, a zombie did climb this ladder the other day in a multiplayer server, but I don't know, I think it was a bug or something. Okay. And now this is where we're going to set up. And what we'll do is, they can get up from here, but I like to keep this bottom area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock out these stairs right here. That's the first thing I do. Oh boy. Those went even quicker than with the sledgehammer. Okay. And what I normally do out here is I usually like spike this up, but there's no reason to. I should just take out the stairs here as well. It's just easier. I didn't know zombies can make that jump. I thought one hole in the stairway would be enough. It's good to know. Oh, it's the refrigerator. Alright, this isn't good. That refrigerator sucks. Now, instead of knocking out the stairs, what I'll do is I'll just knock this this floor up. It's just easier. Show you another trick in here too. See that car right there? Remember that car? Actually, I should probably loot it. Damn it. Alright, that didn't work. Alright, we're gonna leave the car alone. I can do something to force this roof to collapse, and when it does, that car will explode. But I kind of want to take the stuff in the car, so I guess I won't do that. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and make some campfires here. I guess I never made campfires, even though I have one there. I looted it. It's just sticks on top of like wood. And the nice thing about campfires is they actually don't take, well, they take more wood than the torches, but they don't take any of your cloth fragments, which is good. Actually, before I do anything else, I should place this down and choose to spawn here in case I die. Alright, so what you do with the campfires are, relatively, cheaper to make, I guess. And they actually light up more radius. And the cool thing is you can walk over them. You can't walk over torches. Torches annoyingly actually take up a block. I'm hoping they change that, but for now you can't walk over torches. So, yeah, there you go. I'm going to light up downstairs as well. Well, we don't have any room to take that couch. We don't really have any room for anything. Next thing I'm going to do is make storage chests. Alright, and this now we're set up pretty well in here. I think we're relatively safe. I don't think they can really get to us. So, yeah. Maybe. Probably not. Who knows? Just in case. I'm not even reaching that, am I? Oh well. Well, just in case they somehow make it over that jump. And maybe jump on the refrigerator and get over there. Just in case. And, spike traps are cheap. We'll just throw down some spike traps as well. Just in case. It's a nice part about spike traps. They're just so damn cheap. It's really, really nice. Alright, I'm going to go upstairs and make some... drop off some loot now. This will be an outpost. This is an outpost, basically. This is a place I can come to. This will be a place where I'll come to when I want to get sand. I'm going to need a lot of sand for concrete and glass. So, yeah, this will be an outpost, definitely. Let me go ahead and make some storage chests. Damn it. There we go. 6, whatever. We'll just put down 4. Hold on to a couple. 3, 4. Damn it! That's gonna bother me. And you don't get the chest back, which means I'm basically losing this chest. Doesn't matter. They're pretty cheap, wood-wise, anyway. Alright. Now, you do get cobwebs, and cobwebs... I think I explained this, but I'm not really sure if I did. Cobwebs work the same way they do in Minecraft, so, you know, I'm not going to destroy them. I probably will never use them, but just in case. Do I want to keep boarded windows here? Yeah, let's keep boarded windows here. Let's turn this... Alright, now when you turn aloe into aloe cream, it looks just like jars. So, screw it, let's do it. Because then we can make bandages, which are aloe cream and cloth fragment, or the other way. There we go. Bandages. So, keep the bandages here. Not really going to need them. Alright, the problem is I'm afraid that I will forget what is stashed here. So, I don't want to put anything in here that... Yeah, whatever. It doesn't matter. I can put everything here. We'll just take what we need. Our main storage area is going to be back at town. It's going to be back up here. This is our main storage area. That was a weird bug. But this will also be, you know... I guess I might keep some stuff here. We'll see. So let's go ahead and turn that yucca plant into the fibers. Let's store a couple shotguns here. What else? What else? What else? I don't know if I explained this, but gasoline is used for... I did, but I'll explain it again just in case. Gasoline is used for tools. There's the couple tools that I'm aware of is the chainsaw and the auger. The auger is kind of like a drill. I usually save my gasoline for the auger. Hold on to that. It doesn't really matter what we put here. Honestly, because what we'll do is before we head out, we'll just grab whatever we want that's really important before we head back to the main base. I'll keep wood spikes, keep the wood, keep the food, iron, keep that wood, hold on to ladders, definitely campfire, food, and water. Okay. Alright, now, there is not going to be too much to this defense. This is just going to be me waiting out the night. But, you know what? That works out because we're almost to the end of the video. Got about 40 seconds left. So, I hope you guys are enjoying this game. I'm having a great time. I don't know how good of a Let's Play it makes, but I'm getting a decent amount of views on these videos, so I'm thinking that the game's hot right now, and I'm thinking that it's pretty fun to watch. I'll tell you right now, I'll be honest with you, I watch other people's videos constantly. I'm always watching other videos. As a matter of fact, when I'm done here, when I'm done making this set of videos, I'll probably go watch somebody else's videos. I really, really enjoy watching this game. I don't know why. Maybe just because it's fresh and it's awesome, but yeah, it is what it is. Alright guys, and we are just about out of time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait out the night. I'm gonna harvest anything up here that I can. I'm gonna loot anything down here that I can, and I'll come back for the next video when it's daytime. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna go around and loot everything in here, and then we're gonna destroy all this siding right here. And when we destroy that siding, we'll get scrap metal. And we'll probably just spend the whole day doing that. I might even cut up that video because it's gonna be a long process. So anyway, that's going to be it for part 5. We'll see you next time for part 6. Till then, take it easy.